Ever since Taylor Swift released her version of Red, she's shown us that it's her world, and we're all simply just living in it. From dazzling 10-minute-long SNL performances to viewing parties of her self-written and directed short film, All Too Well, it's safe to say that Taylor and her loyal band of Swifties have been up to a lot. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking all of it down. First up, a time-stopping performance on November 13th with the likes of Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner, and best friend Selena Gomez, among others in attendance. Taylor Swift took to the famed Saturday Night Live stage for a heart-stopping rendition of fan favorite All Too Well. Taylor was invited to perform as a musical guest on Saturday Night Live for the 5th time as part of the promotion for the new album's release, and owing to the singer's already amazing success with it. She wore a black bodysuit, her signature bold red lipstick, and her guitar as she stood in the center of the stage, with Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien's dramatized romance playing in the background. She performed All Too Well, Taylor's version, which is the original version. The stage was covered in leaves, giving the impression of a romantic film. As the protagonist's love faded, so did the leaves. And though the performance was a long 10 minutes, it was the most talked about thing by Sunday morning. Taylor showed her true star power through the incredible ratings and engagement she pulled in with her SNL appearance. As per reports by NBC, the November 13th episode of Saturday Night Live, which Taylor featured in, received a 1.37 rating in the 18 to 49 demo, with an impressive 5.8 million viewers for live broadcasts, and the episode that was available to digitally stream until November 14th. This is up somewhat over the previous week's program, which was hosted by Kieran Culkin and included musical guest Ed Sheeran. 1.31 in 18 to 49, 5.7 million viewers, and about normal for the season thus far. According to Nielsen's social content ratings, the November 13th program was by far the most social SNL episode of the season, with 1.2 million total interactions, exceeding episode 2, hosted by Kim Kardashian West, 494.6 thousand interactions. Next, a viewing party with Jake Gyllenhaal. The release of Taylor's version of Red and the All Too Well were no doubt the most important releases for Swifties the weekend of the 12th of November. Swifties all over the world held many viewing and listening parties for the highly anticipated release. One particularly interesting viewing party that stood out, though, was the one with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yes, you read that right. Jake Gyllenhaal made an appearance at one of the viewing parties, but not in the way you'd think. The Vermont Hollywood in Los Angeles staged a Taylor Swift night on Friday night in honor of the premiere of Taylor's rendition of Red. It appeared to be pure bliss for Swifties, as seen in a TikTok recorded from the event that showed fans dancing to Taylor's music and casting some palm tree amounts of shade onto Mr. Gyllenhaal. When Taylor's song We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together started playing, a large screen above the crowd began showing a montage of the Spider-Man Homecoming actor sobbing and tragically responding to news he received over the phone. News like maybe your ex-girlfriend from 10 years ago is supposedly on the verge of ruining your career once more. The montage at the club was allegedly playfully mimicking Gyllenhaal's reaction to the album's new lyrics, which many assume are about his and Taylor's supposedly rocky relationship. Now, let's talk about the statistical success of Red. Taylor's version of Red was an undeniable huge success, and she certainly got the numbers to back her. Taylor's new Red recording and repackaging sold 605,000 units in its first week, more than double the number of her new Fearless, and only behind Drake's Certified Lover Boy's 613,000 unit debut for the year's highest single-week performance. Furthermore, 26 of the album's tracks debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 this week, led by her much-anticipated extended re-recording of the trademark Red deep cut All Too Well, which debuted at number 1 on the list. The song is included in 2 versions on the new album, a 5-minute 29-second mix and a 10-minute 13-second mix, both of which are blended into one Billboard chart entry. In its first week, the song had 54.4 million U.S. streaming, 292,000 radio audience impressions, and 57,800 downloads. The new album's State of Grace Taylor's version is likewise integrated into the Hot 100 entry. Swift's new 30-track album, which included a slew of previously unreleased From the Vault tracks, also handed her the 10th #1 on the list, putting her only behind Barbra Streisand, who has the most #1s among women with 11 in the chart's 65-year history. Swift saw major success on the UK charts too with her version of Red, Taylor's version, the second of Swift's planned slate of re-recorded albums, debuted with around 57,000 physical and digital sales in the United Kingdom, making it the fastest-selling female solo artist album of 2021 thus far, outperforming Lana Del Rey's Chemtrails Over the Country Club. It's Taylor's 7th #1 album in less than 3 years, after Fearless, Taylor's version, which established a new UK chart record after its release earlier this year. Now, let's go over new musical releases. First, All Too Well, Sad Girl Autumn version. Taylor Swift released a new version of her 2012 hit All Too Well, which she refers to as the Sad Girl Autumn version of the song. The song takes on a significantly more solemn tone, with brooding piano replacing the original's twangy acoustic guitar, and was recorded at Aaron Dessner's Long Pond Studios, exactly like sections of both of her 2020 albums, Folklore and Evermore. Swift talked on Twitter about the track, saying that one of the saddest songs she had ever written has just gotten a whole lot sadder. Aaron Dessner of The National, who was extensively involved in the production of both Folklore and Evermore, plays the piano in this version of the song, which is likewise 10 minutes long. John Lowe engineered the music as well. If we count all of the versions, this is at least the 6th one in total and the 4th in the last week. Swift's re-recording of the original, as well as the first 10-minute version of the song, was released last Friday as Red, Taylor's version, November 11th. After playing it at the premiere of the song's accompanying short film, she released a live acoustic version of the sweeping piece. Next up is Christmas Tree Farm, old-timey version. Taylor Swift has already given fans an early Christmas present, despite the fact that Thanksgiving has just passed. The 31-year-old singer is well aware that it is the season of giving, and she has been showering fans with new songs, including a brand new, even more festive version of her holiday smash, Christmas Tree Farm. Christmas Tree Farm, old-timey version, Amazon original, which Swift published exclusively on Amazon Music this week, is a reimagining of the classic melody. The song was recorded with a new arrangement in London's famed Abbey Road studios, backed by a 70-piece orchestra that included strings, horns, and sleigh bells. Taylor mentioned in a BTS, no, not the band, clip that this new version feels more amazing to her because it's got a more festive but laid-back Christmas feel, the kind where you're relaxing by a fire and doing your shopping. In 2019, the 11-time Grammy winner released Christmas Tree Farm, which was accompanied by a sentimental music video, including home video footage filmed by her parents, Andrea and Scott Swift, during the holidays. Swift grew up on a 15-acre Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania named Pine Ridge Farm. Thus, the song was quite personal to her. Since 2007 and her Christmas EP, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection, Christmas Tree Farm is also marked as her first original holiday since the release. 'Tis the damn season indeed. Lastly for today, bagging up awards. Taylor certainly has been having a big and exciting couple of weeks since the drop of Red. The star, despite not attending the AMAs this past weekend, was one of the most awarded artists that night, along with BTS. Taylor Swift took home the award for Best Female Pop Artist for the 6th time, as well as Best Pop Album for her album Evermore. Swift's overall number of American Music Awards now stands at 34, extending her lead as the artist with the most awards. With 26 wins, Michael Jackson is in second position. And the latest award the starlet could be taking home is the esteemed Grammy Award itself. In a last-minute nominee list expansion, Taylor Swift, among other artists, had her work nominated. She is currently nominated for Album of the Year with Evermore. That's all we have for you guys today. What tracks from Taylor's version of Red did you enjoy the most? What did you think of the All Too Well short film and the new music she's blessed us with? Leave a comment below letting us know all your thoughts, along with what you'd like to see next. And as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you next time. Bye!